Well, greetings, rock lovers. What you see are pieces of petrified wood. These are some of my favorite pieces that I have tumbled and polished over the last year or two. I thought it would be fun to get these under the microscope and see what they look like up close. I've got a variety of different woods here. Hopefully we'll see something interesting. Here's one of the dark pieces of wood up close. I don't have it zoomed in. This is the lowest magnification I can use on this microscope. As you can see, it's not too interesting now. Let's try to find one that's got something worthy of zooming in. Now here's a piece of petrified palm wood. This is a little more interesting. Let's zoom in on this one. Petrified palm wood. What does it look like? Magged up quite a bit. Let's see. What are we going to find in here? Ooh, look at that. That's kind of cool. And here's another interesting looking piece of petrified wood. Just doing the overview here. I like all the contrast and detail in this one. Look at that little tiny bit of chalcedony right there. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. All right, here we go. I think I got it lined up now. Let's see. There it is, little tiny chalcedony lake. Let's take a dive in right here. There's something down here that I thought was kind of interesting. As I zoomed in, I saw this little tiny structure right here. What is that? Look at that. That's something, I don't know. It's an interesting little structure way down inside this rock. This is a small piece of petrified wood that I tumbled. It has a lot of color in it. I wanted to see how that looks under the microscope. You see the yellows and the reds. There's some browns in there. Zoomed in? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this one looks when we get it zoomed way in. Look at that, little tiny holes, little pockets. Didn't expect that. That's interesting. Now here's one of my big, almost perfectly tumbled pieces, which took an awesome shine, but it's funny, when you magnify this rock, which again looks, to my eye anyway, awesome with its really fine polish, up close it doesn't look like much. Just goes to show, right? You never know. Now this rock has some really colorful pieces in it. I remember finding this chunk of petrified wood. Found this one along the banks of the Colorado River. Look at that. That's what the agatization looks like up close. Isn't that interesting? We might have to zoom in on some of this stuff. Okay, here we go. Let's zoom in on this. This is really interesting. Who would have thought that this was inside this little polished rock of mine? Look at that, little orbs in there. Little bubbles. I like that. That's really cool looking. Here I'm just surveying this one. I sure like the colors inside this piece of petrified wood, and we normally don't find this colorful petrified wood in this area, but this piece was the exception. Okay, I found a really cool area of this rock. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's see what this looks like. I feel like I'm traveling through space right now. Trying not to shake this as I zoom in. It's just very difficult. Look at these little orbs here, little bubbles. Wow, that's awesome. And one more area on this rock I'll zoom in. I like this down here, the little sprays. You see these little, well, I call them sprays. I'm not sure what they are, but I think they're interesting looking. Here's another piece of that palm wood. I call this now the survey mode, where I don't have it zoomed in all the way. I can move it around and hopefully keep it in focus for you. Here's another really interesting piece of the petrified palm wood. I found something interesting. Let's zoom in on this here. It's a little blue speck of chalcedony down here. Here it comes. Here it is. That's pretty. Look at that. And here's more of that petrified palm wood. I just love this stuff. Thank you so much for watching this little video. I hope you enjoyed that. I think it was kind of cool myself. Be sure and check my other videos for more like this. Thanks again.